Mooma? Mama! 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 Like a virgin!
Hey, girls.
I'm Annabelle. You can call me that, or whatever you like.
Hello everybody, welcome to MaffmanJones Reviews. Hope you're having a spooky day, because today's featured review and movie is for Mama! Mama stars the one and only rising to fame star Jessica Chastain, and the story is basically about these two young children, these two sisters, and they've been living at a remote cabin in a vast forest for reasons I will not spoil, and two people come upon them after 5 years. They are then brought into the justified custody of Jaime Lannister of Game of Thrones and his girlfriend Jessica Chastain. But unbeknownst to them, these two girls brought something with them back from the remote cabin, and it ain't homemade soup. I'll give you a hint though. It's big, it's lanky, and it has a creepy set of black hair. It's the Mama! This is the first time in history, for my personal experience for movies, that I actually enjoyed a January released horror movie, and I enjoyed this movie a lot. A lot. Let's get right into it. The acting for the most part was pretty impressive for horror standards, but there were a couple standouts, and those standouts include the two little girls who, for their age, were remarkable at acting, and Jessica Chastain. I'm developing a crush on this woman because she is a work of beauty. My God. But not only is she beautiful in appearance, but she has this great charisma, and just her acting style is just lovely. She had a pretty substantial character arc that developed through the course of the movie, and she herself, through her great acting, carried this movie, along with other elements and components that helped make this movie something that I think is worth checking out. This film is directed by the same mastermind who created the short film Mama, which is on YouTube, which I will put a link for down below because I think it's worth checking out. It's pretty damn creepy. One would probably assume that it would be an arduous task to take a 2-minute short movie and expand it into an hour and 45-minute production with an actual story, but you know what? He took a short story and expanded it into a mythos that is actually pretty well established. The story was intriguing enough to where I was emotionally invested for the hour and 45 minutes. The motivations behind the Mama character and why she's so damn creepy and why she protects these two little girls was pretty damn impressive to the fact that I actually bought it. Now, what I really dug about Mama was the art direction, the camera style and movement from the director, and also the atmosphere. The atmosphere established throughout this movie was consistent in tone, and it just brought upon this dreary and moody, gloomy atmosphere that I really dug. There were quite a few moments in this movie that I was surprised at, whether it was an actual jump scare, or it was a movement of the camera, or the length of the camera shot, or just something that happened within the story. And I also gotta tell you, if you've seen the short film Mama that he directed, he pays homage to it in this movie, which of course he would, but in a great, awesome way. I applaud the director once again for sticking to his guns and paying homage to the short film that will keep him retaining a career for a while, and he also kept it fresh somehow. The biggest goal for a horror movie to accomplish is to have their audience members leaving the theater with shit stains in their diapers, pants, whatever they're wearing underneath their jeans or sweatpants. And you know what? This movie isn't that scary, but it has a lot of moments that are genuinely creepy and terrifying. And the Mama character, even though she's CGI, which I'll get into right in a little bit, the Mama character is so damn creepy. Just, there is a mix of practical and CGI effects, and when it's practical, I dug it a lot, and it reminded me of horror movie characters that just stuck in my mind and just make a burnt stain forever. If you have children, I strongly advise you not to see it with them, because God forbid you take them to see this movie, the image of the Mama character will be burnt into their minds for years. Keep them away! Quickly brushing out of the way what I thought wasn't so good about this movie, it did feel uninspired at a couple moments. It felt like a good original movie for the most part, but there are uninspired moments and moments that drag on a bit. Also, the Mama character, even though I said she was creepy and there are some practical effects, there are some times where she's completely CGI'd and it just comes off fake, and it took me out of the movie. Practicality is true horror. And I think if they kept the Mama character completely practical, it would have been a lot creepier. But you know what? It was still creepy, and I still got scared by the character, and I still think about it in my mind right now, so it worked. It still worked. But overall, for the most part, I was pleasantly surprised by Mama. I was genuinely creeped out by it. I'm still thinking about it to this moment, and I think it's one of the better horror movies I've seen in the last couple years, which isn't really saying much, but it still was creepy. It was original, which I give it props for, and I also think there are integrated elements that create a replayable factor, and I think you could revisit this movie and still have fun with it. It's a cool horror movie, and I'm going to give it, for what it is, I'm going to give Mama 3.5 out of 5 stars. I genuinely liked it a lot. If you have already seen Mama, or you plan to see Mama, let me know what you thought about Mama in the comments down below. Did you think it was scary? Did you think it was disappointing? Did you think that the Mama character was creepy? Also, subscribe to MaffmanJones if you enjoyed this review, and check out the links for Facebook, Twitter, and We Live Film in the info box. To not drag out my humility and act like I'm kissing ass, I truly want to thank Christian, Harloff, and the Schmoes, and the rest of the YouTube movie reviewing community for letting me present for the You Reviewers Awards next month. I'm eternally grateful. I would not think for a second in the last year or ever that I would be presenting these awards for a long time. And that the fact that I am just makes me so warm and giddy inside at the same time that I'm ready to explode, and I can't wait to be a part of it. Thank you guys so much. I am John from MaffmanJones Reviews, and I'm whispering because if Mama is in this room right now, if I talk loud, she will murder me in my sleep. See ya next time.